Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all have had a great day. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching the replay later, welcome to my replay. If you would go ahead when you hop on, just tell me that you're here, say hi in the comments, and tell me where you're watching from. I am using an online platform called StreamYard, and I'm broadcasting from multiple platforms. I am currently live in my Facebook business page, and I am also live on my YouTube channel. So if you happen to see me refer or hear me refer to other comments that you may not be seeing in your feed, I may have other viewers on other platforms that are commenting. So I just wanted to be straightforward about that. While you're hopping on, I'm going to go ahead and share this to my group. Turn my volume down. Again, once you hop on, say hi in the comments and tell me that you're here and tell me where you're watching from. I am in central Kansas, a small town or a rural town about the size of 50,000, almost 50,000 in Salina, Kansas. So kind of a Midwest girl. I can. Hello, Mr. Jason, watching from Minnesota this evening. I can't seem to get out of my page. I'm stuck. Come on. I am stuck. Well, there we go. How are you doing, Mr. Jason? Hope you're having a great evening. I hope you had a great day. I'm just going to share this, paste, and post. Okey-doke. Again, hop on and say hi. Let me know that you're here. We are going to jump right into fall. I know, don't shoot me. It's not the end of summer yet. I really didn't want to do a fall project, but as a creator and crafter and someone who has a retail booth with my finished goods, I do have to be ahead of the ball game just a little bit. So I'm actually, as a little behind my fellow designers. A lot of them have been doing fall, Halloween, and even some Christmas projects. So I figured I might as well get started. So we're going to be using this new Pumpkin Cutout Patterns. So it has a variety of patterns that go with these three pumpkin cutouts. So we have the gourd, we have the small pumpkin, and then we have this medium-sized pumpkin. And they're great because they are dual-sided, so you can chalk on both sides. And then you'll notice that there are two gourd patterns. We have the harlequin and then the plaid. We have two medium-sized patterns. We have a boo for Halloween, and then this fall subway art pattern. And then we have two patterns for the small pumpkin. We have this kind of woven pattern, and then we have a spider web pattern for the fall. So we're going to use probably the subway art, the woven plaid, and the plaid, and then this woven rope pattern on these. And then I also pulled out a pumpkin shape from last year, and we're going to do some color mixing with the paste, and we're going to paint a base coat on this one, and then we're going to use the sunflower that is from the welcome, a retired welcome signpost transfer. So that's what we're going to be doing this evening. These are reusable silkscreen transfers, and they do have a sticky back. So this is sticky, and anywhere you see the white or the clear, that is where the silk screen is. These are reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how you take care of them. And because they are reusable, I'm just going to write the name of the transfer on the back. So Pumpkin Cutouts Patterns. That way, when I'm done cleaning my transfer, I know which backer sheet it goes on. Put that back. And you'll also notice that there are some white cut lines on this transfer. So anywhere you see a white line, you are welcome to cut. You can either cut your transfer apart, or what I like to do is just score on the lines, so that I can leave my backer sheet intact. So I'm just going to put my transfer trimmers in on the line, and I'm just going to score. And I'm just going to keep turning so that I can score on all those lines, so I can separate each of the patterns. This way I can keep my backer sheet intact, and I don't have multiple pieces of backer sheet lying around. It's just a personal preference. So tonight we're mainly going to be focusing on the fall patterns, so we can decorate late August, early September, and then eventually I will do the backside, maybe some Halloween with the Halloween patterns. Can't remember where I've been. Not that one. So we'll do this side. Again, when you hop on, tell me hi so I know that you're here. I think I got everything. Okay, so we are going to start with, I think we'll start with the small one. Oops, did I get that piece? Nope, missed a spot. Okay, so put those away. So I'm going to grab the small woven pattern. Well, maybe. And then I'm going to put the rest of it away for just a moment. And I have pre-sanded this, so just so it's a little smoother, but I am also going to wax it with our surface wax. And I have put a cart link in the description of the videos. So if you click on that cart link, it will take you to most of the supplies that I'm using. It will fill your cart up, and then you can just, if you already have some of the supplies, or if you only just want a few, you're welcome to add or subtract to that kit or to that cart link if you would like. And keep in mind, if you are a Club Couture member, you do get $4.95 flat shipping, which is a great perk. Okay, so I think my color scheme for these particular pumpkins is going to be Shimmer Olive, the new Shimmer Orange, Shimmer Crimson, and Shimmer Copper. And then I have, kind of go along with my color scheme, I have some ribbons pulled out, and I may even throw in a little bit of cheetah. We'll have to see what that looks like later. So those are my colors. Okay, so put the surface wax away. So I am going to fuzz this transfer just because they are sticky back. For one, I don't want my transfer to pull off any wood fibers, and two, I don't want my transfer to be so sticky that when I pull it, it stretches. So this just adds a layer of lint and kind of reduces the amount of fuzzy. So I'm just going to lay it over the pumpkin, and it fits perfectly. sure it sticks. Okay, and I'm just going to rub it down. I think that's, I need to pull it down just a slight smidge. There we go. Now I'm going to rub that down. And I think, just trying to figure out what colors to use. I did go to, when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day, I noticed that maroon is a very popular color for fall this year. I think I'm going to do a combination of these three. Actually, I think I'm just going to use all four. We'll just see what that looks like. So I'm going to use the new shimmer. Actually, it's called Shimmer Pumpkin. It's one of the new glittery colors. And I think I'm going to do this largest stripe in the shimmer pumpkin. Actually, we'll use, I have too many squeegees to choose from. I think we'll use this size. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my squeegee into the chalk paste. And I'm just going to, pull it down. Being careful not to get into the design to the side. So I'm just going to pull it down this way. It's just like buttering toast. You're spreading peanut butter on a piece of bread. Oops. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of get the excess off because I can put all that back in my jar. And save it for another project. Okay, I think I'm going to do, I probably should have started on the edge. My bad. Actually, I am going to dry that just because I don't want it to dry in the screen, in the silk screen. So I'm just going to pull it back and reveal it. I'm going to use my quick dry tool. And I am going to dry that really quick. I'd rather be safe than sorry, even though this new formula of paste is supposed to have a longer working time. I just don't want it to dry in my silk screen. So I'm going to lay it back down, and I'm going to press on either side of the design to get it back where it goes. Okay, so I think we'll do shimmer crimson on the edge. I've got to rethink how I want to work here. Work smarter, not harder. So I'm just going to dip into shimmer crimson. So I think I'm going to do crimson, copper, olive, copper, orange, copper, olive, copper, crimson. But I'm going to work from this top to, from this edge to this edge. I think it'll be easier that way. So what everyone have for dinner this evening? It's just me here tonight, so I got a night off of cooking, so I just had my favorite cheese and hard salami and a little bit of sweet or kettle corn popcorn to go along with it. Jason, did you have pizza again? You had everything. What does everything mean? Okay, so I'm just gonna burnish that down again. And then I think I'm going to use the detail tool for the copper so I can get in to those narrow little lines. So there's the copper. You had some leftover pizza, then went and got a chicken sandwich from KFC. Is it good? Okay, so then I'm just going to burnish the next section down. And we'll do shimmer olive. Let me clean up my mess here a little bit. Get some semblance of order. I think I'll just use this one. So I'm going to dip my squeegee into the chalk paste. And again, it's just like spreading peanut butter on bread or buttering toast. Jason says it was the chicken sandwich from KFC was good. Chick-fil-A is still the winner. I would agree. I've been enjoying Chick-fil-A's Cobb salad. Oh, it's so yummy. And they have an avocado lime ranch. It's so good. And it comes with their chicken nuggets in the salad. Oh. Actually, let's just use this one. This squeegee just doesn't quite get into the little areas. We'll just use this one. Okay, so there's that. So we'll dry that. Jason says, have you seen the new avocado wraps at Arby's? I have not. I have not had the TV on. I've had literally, well, I had the TV on once last week for about 30 minutes and watched some BMX Olympics. But other than that, we did have it on for the NASCAR race and the Nashville street race for the Nashville Grand Prix. Other than that, I have not had the TV on, so I've not seen any new Arby's ads. I'll have to Google that. So what's on the avocado wrap? taking. This one sure is taking. Sometimes these little details take, or the littler ones take longer. Okay. Oops. So we'll dry that. It's starting to look like fall up in here. So we'll lay that down and we'll do copper neck, and yeah, I think we'll do the copper next. I'll make sure you guys can see that. I think the next couple won't be so bad because it won't be as detailed. I decided to make this little one hard. Jason says the avocado wrap has sliced and seasoned slow roasted chicken with spicy avocado spread, chili, lime ranch, lettuce, tomato, and onion in an artisan wrap. That sounds like, you just sounded like Google in that sentence. Did you copy and paste? It sounds yummy though. Okay, so let's dry that. Okay, so then we'll move to our shimmer olive. So are all your kiddos getting ready for school? Jason says I did copy and paste. I can't believe school starts here this week for most of the schools. It's just crazy. We don't even have school age kids anymore, and summer went way too fast. So have you gotten all your school supplies bought if you're watching this later? Kind of miss buying school supplies, although I still buy them for me. I love a good set of new pens, notebooks. Okay, a couple more little sections. So we have our last copper section. Make sure it's good and down. So I'm just taking my detail tool and going down these little stripes. Oops. Okay, try to make sure I keep that on the end. And so then we have, wipe that off. So then the last color we have is Shimmer Crimson, although I'm going to get this big old glob of copper off. Where did my washcloth go? It's over here. Just wipe that off. And I just got it all over my hand. Okay, so we'll do Shimmer Crimson last for this last little section. And I promise the next one will go a little faster. Okay. And there is our finished pumpkin. Get it good and dry. Thank you. Let's see it up close so you can kind of, I don't know if you can see any of that shimmer. There it is. Let's see if we can. So there you go. So we'll let that one sit to the side. So we can move some of the stuff. Got kind of an avalanche going on over here. Okay, so then we'll grab, I think we'll do the big gourd next. That transfer is right here. We'll get my fuzzing towel out. And actually, I'm not going to fuzz because it has a lot of screen, and I want to make sure that the little parts that are sticky are going to stick really well. You kind of just have to figure all that, you kind of figure it all out after a time, especially these transfers that don't have a lot of silkscreen or have a lot of silkscreen and not a lot of sticky area. Those you kind of want to leave as sticky as possible. I think we'll just do an all over color for this. I think we'll just do all shimmer pumpkin. It'll kind of be the statement pumpkin. So I'm just gonna, I grabbed a larger squeegee and I probably got way too much, but I'm just gonna grab my paste and I'm just gonna pull it down the screen. Actually, get quite a bit more. Okay. There we go. Oh, I love these shimmer pastes. Nothing like a good sparkle. You can kind of see I'm putting my squeegee down this way to spread or to kind of get all of the paste off, and then I'm holding my squeegee at kind of a 90-degree angle to scrape it off or to pull it down. So now I'm just smoothing out my lines and try to get a lot of that excess off the side here because I do not want to waste any bit of that. So I've got quite a bit left and I'm just going to put it right back in my jar. So I do not want to waste a bit of that. It kind of pools on the edges. I'm going to get all that off. Okay, so let's peel and reveal. There's that one. Let's dry that. I love that color. Let's move. Thanks, Jason. It's beautiful and sparkly. And these shimmer pastes do take a little bit longer to dry than the normal paste do. For sure it's completely dry, but we'll let it hang out for a little bit. So there's that, the gourd. I don't know if you can see all the sparkle. So there's the gourd. So we'll let that hang out. And then on this last one, we're gonna do the fall subway art transfer. I am going to fuzz that a little bit because it's pretty sticky. And on this one, I think I'm going to use the hot mess technique, or it can also be called marbling. I think that's pretty good. And I think I've determined that the kind of hard to figure out where this one starts and stops. I think there's not really a definite edge to it. So this one says, let's see if we can get it up closer. It says apple picking, scented candle, autumn, crunchy leaves. I think that just says ha. Chilly air, pumpkin pie, fall, sweater weather. And I bet that's supposed to say maize. It's really cute. I'm just going to get it down. I'm going to grab another squeegee. Actually, we'll just use this one. This will be our main squeegee. So what I'm going to do on this hot mess technique is I'm just going to dip my squeegee into certain colors and just kind of dab it all over. May not be using enough. And then I'm going to get some shimmer olive. And then I'm going to fill in with some pumpkin or some copper. And add a little bit more to my spots. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a large squeegee, and I won't be saving this, so I'm going to grab a paper towel because these colors will combine, and I won't be putting it back in a tub or in a jar. So I'm just going to take my main squeegee, and I'm just going to run it up and down, and we're going to try to blend some of those colors. Let's see what happens. And you don't want to go over an area too much because it will turn kind of a muddy brown color. More brown than the copper is. I think that's pretty good. I think I got it all. So we'll see what that looks like. We could like it or we could not like it. So let's see what we've done. Oh, I think that turned out really pretty. I don't use that technique near enough. Let me show you what it looks like up close. You see all the different colors that have combined together. Looks really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll just dry that. And I think I'm done with all these. I'm just putting the lids on while I dry it. I really like that. It turned out really cute. Thank you. It looks better on the pumpkin than it did on the transfer. If you're just hopping on, say hi so I know that you're here. We're just making some fall pumpkins. I know, don't shoot me. It's still August. School hasn't started, but I needed to get some fall items into my booth at CJ's Creative Marketplace here in town. So I thought I'd get a few fall items made. So we used Shimmer Crimson, Shimmer Pumpkin, which is a new color, Shimmer Olive, which is a returning color. We had it last fall, but it paused for spring, summer season, and now it's back. And then Shimmer Copper, which is a standard color staple. And so we did it. We used this. We used all four colors on this small pumpkin. We used Shimmer Pumpkin on this gourd. And then again, we used all four colors on this pumpkin, and we used the hot mess technique where we kind of mixed the colors together, kind of a marble effect. And so then we're going to add some embellishments later. But right now I'm going to finish the pumpkin. I brought out a pumpkin shape that we had from last year. I'm going to do a little bit of color mixing. So I want to try to get kind of a turquoise color, which this one's too blue, this one's too green. So I thought I would try to do some more color mixing because it's just kind of fun to see what colors you end up with. So this one is, actually, I don't know if I want to use that one. Let's see what other colors I have. Let's use Colonial Blue. That other one was Blue Jay, and it's a really old color. So let's use Colonial Blue. Just throw that out. So we'll get a little bit of Colonial Blue. Leave that out just in case I need it. And then we'll use a little bit of Couture Teal. Stir that one a bit. It has separated. This one has frozen during the winter when it shipped, so it's got a little bit of a cottage cheese effect, but it still works, especially for color mixing. So then I'm going to add some Couture Teal. We'll see how much I need. I may be way off. And then I'll mix those two together and see what color we get. That's a big old glob. I don't think that's the color I want. So I wanted it to be a lot brighter. That one. So close though, and I'm not going to use that teal. The teal is kind of yucky. Too lumpy. Let's get the other one out. I'm almost wondering if I should use green instead of teal. That one. So let's see what this does. I don't know what color I'm going to end up with. It's not terrible. I wanted it a little brighter than that. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing? Okay, Miss Ashley, did you buy up all of the fall ribbon at Dollar Tree today or the other day? Because I went in today and couldn't find any. This may be a mistake, but I'm going to add a dab of yellow and see what happens. I just want it a little brighter. Actually, I saw that you were live earlier. I'm going to have to go back and see what project you were working on. Ooh, that was probably a mistake. I'm trying to make a turquoise color. And again, I ended up with puce, just like I did the other day. Now that's way more green than I wanted. We'll get there. If not, we'll just use Couture teal, which is probably what I should have started with to begin with. Yeah, that's just puce again. Well, we tried. Sometimes you win, sometimes you fail. You think I should, I wonder if should I try some white? Blue, green, and white? Like this color blue, or should or a deeper color blue? Put those over there. Get you, Mr. Color Mixer. Blue. That marbling technique might look cool too. Yeah, but I just want, on this one, I just want a turquoise background, and I want to lay the sunflower on its side, and I'm kind of going to try to blend these two colors for the sunflower. So I want a solid background. Blue, green, and white. I wonder if I should use my navies. I have a darker blue. Should I use this blue? Ashley said she went live tonight. I used the 5x7 chalkboard and base. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch your project. Okay, so let's try this again. Yeah, I was excited to use the pumpkins. These 3 pumpkins are this year's cutouts. This pumpkin is actually cutouts from last year that I think I made some last year, but then I got them from a former designer. I didn't even know I had them. I found them in my stash the other day, so I'm like, I better use those. Okay, so let's try. This may be another epic fail. Let's try a little bit of blue, a little bit of meadow, a little bit of white, and we'll see what happens. I feel like a mad scientist. I just want it brighter than that. It's the same color we ended up with. We ended up with 2 colors of puce. We may just do teal, and I really wanted the turquoise color. This one's not terrible, but it's not the color that I wanted. But okay, so would you go with this color and the yellow, or would you do this color with the yellow? You want me to add more white? When did you get to be so knowledgeable about color mixing, Jason? Still, I want it more bright, light blue. I don't think that's terrible, though. I just think that's a little more green than I want. We'll just go with this and see what happens. All else fails, we can sand it off and try again. So I'm just going to add a tad more, a little bit of water. Boy, that really brought out the green. Oops. Just to thin it down a bit. And then we'll see. And then I'm going to grab my paintbrush. Yeah, I know you worked at Hobby Lobby, but I worked at Hobby Lobby, but I didn't learn about color mixing. Okay, so we're just going to paint this on. Oh, that's not terrible. So this just shows another use of the chalk paste. Instead of going out and buying little jars of acrylic paint, you can just water down your chalk paste or your chalk paste a little bit. And the added benefit of painting with the chalk paste is that it dries super fast. And like I demonstrated, you can make any color that you want or any color that you don't want. And you love watching the Bob Ross channel. I wonder if you ever, I need to just get a book on color mixing. I always think I know what I'm doing, but obviously I don't know what I'm doing. But this isn't a terrible color. I would have liked it a little more like turquoise, like the jewelry, the turquoise jewelry color. But this isn't terrible. It's actually a little more fall than that turquoise color would be, so I'll just go with it. So I'm just trying to get all the brush strokes out if I can. That's pretty good. So now I'm going to dry that. Thanks, former Hobby Lobby employee. Jason says they sell color wheels at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure I own one of those color wheels, but so I'm just going to dry this. And then we're going to put the sunflower from the welcome signpost on top of the blue. Hey, Amanda's here. I don't own two color wheels, I just own one. Although I don't know where it's at. I remember where it was at the Albert House, but they've moved twice since then. I have no idea where it's at anymore. I might have even thrown it away. Hey, Amanda. Let me show you what we've been working on. We made a small pumpkin. We made a shimmery pumpkin gourd. And then I used the hot mess technique on this medium-sized pumpkin. So I did it similar to your shirt that you did the other day. And then I'm using, this is a pumpkin shape from last year. And I was just going to put a sunflower on it. And we've been color mixing. I made Puce green again, and I made this blue color. Ashley says you looked at the black canvases at Hobby Lobby. You also saw burlap. Yeah, I've seen the burlap ones. I take that back. I tried to use one. I can't remember if I used paste or ink. I didn't. For one, when I pulled the transfer up, it pulled a lot of the canvas or the burlap fibers with it, and I didn't like it. But those black canvases are my favorites. I don't think I got my color mixed very well because there's a few little streaks of green, but that's okay. Yes, Amanda used the hot mess technique. She made a really cool t-shirt and it looks really cool. She rocked the hot mess technique. Ashley, are the canvases on sale this week? I'm trying to remember. I think they might be because I don't think they were. It's not you. No, you're not a hot mess. It's just a fun technique. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay. So I think that's good. Try to clean up my. Oh boy, I got a mess. I have blue on, just like Madame Blueberry. If you've ever seen the Veggie Tales. I'm so blue, hoo, hoo, blue, hoo, hoo. Blue, hoo, hoo, hoo. And no, I don't own the rights to that music. Okay, I have got blue everywhere. I look like Smurfette. Okay. Let's get some of this paint off. Move that out of my way. They were on sale last week. It's the unfinished wood this week. Yeah, I had to go again today. I picked up 2 more of those pencil pouches because I had some extra tassels, and so I got to put them on something. So, but I went straight to the pencil pouch, the canvas wearable art aisle, and then I went and got some fabric remnants for some fabric pumpkins, and I hightailed it out of there because I did not need anything else. Okay, so I'm going to wax this just to keep my paint safe, hopefully. So you can see I didn't mix it very well because there's this weird green streak right there, but it's not terrible. I'm just going to grab some wax. Maybe. I just want to keep my painted surface safe. That's a big old clump. I think I'm just going to focus over on this side because I think that's where my sunflower is going to go. Okay. You like that color? Yeah, it's a little more country blue than I'd prefer, but I think it'll carry into fall probably better than the turquoise that I had envisioned would. But okay, so we're going to use the sunflower from the retired welcome signpost. And I'm just going to fuzz it a little bit. Let's do one more time. And I'm not going to put the whole thing on. I'm going to let it hang off the side a little bit, just because I kind of want it just peeking a little bit. And I think we'll do the hot mess technique again. But mainly I'll keep the lighter yellow to the top and the darker yellow towards the center, because that's where it would be darker next to that brown center. And we're using Curry and I think and Bumblebee. Hey Cindy, how are you doing? Thanks for hopping on this evening. Okay, so like we did earlier, and I'm gonna have to add some water to that. This is a little, it's not hard, but it's not the consistency I would like. So I'm adding a little bit of distilled water and just stirring it up a little bit. I want it more sour cream yogurt. And not like, it was more of a hard frosting consistency. Okay. Yep, Cindy, I warned everyone I was going to do fall. Don't shoot me. I know school's still not even in session yet. It's still summer, but I needed to get some fall stuff into my booth at CJ's. Okay, so I'm just taking little bits of the curry, and I'm just going to keep it more toward the bottom or around the center of the flower. This will kind of be a modified hot mess. And then I'm going to take the Bumblebee, which it's also slightly hard. I'm going to add a little bit of water to it too. Have you seen my house, Amanda? I have nothing on the walls. I can help you make this kind of stuff if you come to a session, but I don't even have stuff made for my house, and I've been in this house for a year. Okay, that's much better. So then I'm gonna, now that my curry is probably dried all over so then I'm just gonna spread that around. And then I'm going to take a larger squeegee, and I'm just going to go, I think we're just going to go from the center out and grab it, because I can't reuse this color. I'm just going to wipe it on a piece of paper towel. And hopefully that gives us some shading. Hopefully I didn't. Probably messed it up, but hopefully we'll get a little bit of shading out of that. It's not terrible. It's not quite what I envisioned, but I think that works. Actually, I shouldn't have put that in there yet. What I probably should have done was wet my finger and kind of rubbed it around a little more. It's not terrible. We'll dry that. Thanks, Jason. I like it. Luna, do you think I should put a hint of one over here, or just leave the one? I also have, I don't know how I'm going to add ribbon to these. I'm just going to have to see. Thanks, Amanda. Let's clean all this up. Thanks, Cindy. I was going to try to add a little bit of, oh man, I am a mess this evening. I'm going to try to add a little bit of ribbon or embellishment if I can. I have a mess. So, but let me show you what we've done so far again. We've used this year's Pumpkin Cutouts, and I used Shimmer Crimson, Shimmer Pumpkin, Shimmer Olive, and Shimmer Copper on this woven pattern. So I don't know if you can see any of that shimmer that picks any of that up. And we just used the pumpkin, Shimmer Pumpkin on this gourd. And then I used the same hot mess technique on this fall Subway Art pumpkin. So you can kind of see the mottled or marbled paint. And these, again, these are double-sided, so I can take the Halloween patterns that came on that same transfer. And then this is last year's cutout, so I just mixed a couple colors together with Jason's help. And then we used the pumpkin. So I have some ribbon and I have twine. Let's see what we can do. I should probably move that paint, but so I have this fall ribbon here. I like that color. I also have some leopard and some lace. Don't know if we wanted to add in a little bit of leopard. Or I may fiddle with it off camera because I have already been on for an hour. I don't know. What do you think? Do you want me to try to fumble through it? Or should I just sign off for the evening? Let me see. I'm kind of wondering if this one just needs to be twine because it's so small. Let's get my ribbon scissors. Try it on this big one. Keep going, Cindy says. I'll just at least do this big one because it's going to be easier to do. Do the faux bow that I normally do on my door hangers. Although I usually put burlap behind, burlap deco mesh, but I didn't get any of that out. Oops, I did not do that one very well. And I also, it's not, I think that would work better on that one. I think we'll pull in some of this cream ribbon. This is just kind of a wired muslin ribbon. Cut that in half, maybe. Ashley also said keep going. Well, I'll definitely keep going. Let's see. Sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm just dovetailing these, but I'm trying to put it all in a pile so that I can throw it away in one fell swoop. Okay. So I think, so I'm just crimping it in the middle. Kind of. I may have to put that one on top. I think I'll put that one on the bottom just to give it some bulk. Okay. Oh, hands don't want to work this evening. Let me get my piece of twine here. Let me get those going again. I think I cut them too short, but they'll work. I'm just kind of crisscross them. That does not want to work. We'll add this one to the top. That's why I like yarn. So I'll just lay that on my twine. Pull it tight, and I'm going to flip it around the back. Pull it uber tight. Then I'm just going to spread them out. Kind of poof them out a little bit. Okay, so there's that. So I'm just going to tie it on to the pumpkin. Now I'm going to have to fluff it out again. Gosh, that's a good question, Cindy. Let me, I have them, I have a cart link in the description of the video. So you can click that cart link and it will add everything that most of the Chalk Couture supplies that I'm using tonight. It'll just go ahead and add it to the cart. And so you can see what the price would be. There's no obligation. You can just back right out of the cart, but it will tell you how much they are. I think they're like $29.99, and you get all three of these. And then then you can also get the Pumpkin Cutout Patterns. It had all three of those patterns plus these 3 Halloween-ish patterns. And it's a D size transfer, which I also think, I believe those are either $29.99 or $39.99. But yeah, the pumpkin cutouts, the transfer, some of the paste colors are in a shopping cart link linked into the description. So there's this pumpkin. I think I'll probably secure it with a little bit of glue. I don't know if you can see that very well. If I bring it back, it works better. So there's that pumpkin. It'd also be cute with just some farmhouse bead, the little farmhouse bead dangle hanging from it. I'm not sold on that bow. I kind of wonder, I almost would prefer it tied around the middle. So I may have to see what I can do with that. Do you guys like that better versus up here at the top? I don't, I think I kind of like it toward the side and in the middle. So now I got to figure out, do I want a bow on the sunflower? I have these yellows that I could mix together. What do you think? You like it on the top, Ashley? Cindy likes it in the middle. I'll have to play around with it. Okay, so yeah, what do you think about the sunflower? I'm kind of, or you could always just do like a plain twine bow. Sometimes less is more. So I kind of struggle with that. I don't know, I'll have to think on it. So, yeah, here's this cute little bow. It just needs a little bit of loving. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have dovetailed the ends. Sometimes I like to dovetail, sometimes I don't. Cindy saying, Amy and Colleen, let's make these. I do have one package of last year's pumpkins on hand, but you're always welcome to order them. You can have a little party, private party with me, without me. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to make. And again, they're double-sided, so I can turn around and paint the backs. I can use different transfers on the back. We have a buffalo plaid transfer. There's a pretty woven plaid transfer. I have a cheetah pattern in my stash that would look really cute as a pumpkin. So possibilities are endless. So just want to point out real quick that this is the new starter kit. It is $99. However, if you sign up this month, you have an opportunity to get 2 additional transfers, which increases the value to $275 US. So you do get the size A chalking with cardio transfer, and you get one of the 2 other size B transfers, the I just want to chalk pretty things, or the don't bother me, I'm procrastinating. So one of those 2 transfers will be in your kit along with the chalking with is my cardio. And also, if you sign up in August, you have an opportunity to earn your $99 starter kit investment back as long as you submit $600 personal volume by September 30th, which that could be a couple little workshops, that could be a couple of Club Couture members, and maybe your own personal order. If you combine all those together, that would easily get $600 personal volume. Again, if you submit that by September 30th, then you do earn your $99 back, which is a great opportunity. And then we also have, if you're not interested in purchasing the starter kit, you can always sign up to be a Club Couture member, which that is an exclusive B-size transfer and 3 coordinating chalk paste singles for $14.99 a month US for a 3-month minimum commitment. You can cancel anytime after that. It does come directly to your mailbox. And also, as a Club Couture member, you do get $4.95 flat rate shipping on any order, which I dearly wished I was able to get that flat rate shipping. But I don't. But you could, as a Club Couture member, if at any time you are interested in either looking at being a designer or being a Club Couture member, just holler at me, message me, and I can get you that information. I will be back on live again Friday, and that will be the Friday giveaway. So you'll want to tune in live so that you can be eligible to win the Happy Mail giveaway. So I will probably be on between 7 and 8 on Friday. So again, tune in live. You have an opportunity to win some Happy Mail. So with that, I'm going to sign off for the evening. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you again Friday. Thanks for watching.